live it, but nobody would admit it. I've been in it for a minute. I've been burning up the ceiling while you be stuck in the building, not possessing a weapon, and I'm never gonna conceal it. Everybody trash, looking just like they get piece of litter. Need to reconsider rapping whenever that we deliver. Call it a December when I be making these niggas shiver. Now you understand I'm going bananas. I'm a gorilla. Yo, what's going on? My name is Lamar Rocca. Some may know me as yours truly, and this is Behind the Lens.
I'm a man and I came with a plan. On a plane and I ain't gonna land. See, I'm rolling with the flames and I can never bring the pain, but I never really hang with a clan. And this cake that I make, I ain't even got a fake. I don't ever really bake in a pan. Cause you know I gotta get it every time I get the money, but the money never made me the man.
But I knew music and art was gonna always be my passion. I went through difficult times in my life where I struggled with homelessness. So I was sleeping on couches, basement floors, backseat of my car, wherever I could lay my head, for real, for real. During some winters, man, it was cold outside. You know, not to sing a sad song, but you know, I had to make do with what I had by any means necessary. So I came from that environment, and it was almost like a thing where no matter where I went, I was always the new guy. I was blessed. I always had a mother who put 100% in everything that I did. You know, it was me, myself, and two sisters, and I was the oldest. I started getting into film because as an artist, you know, back then in those days, we didn't have access to the internet. I'm an older guy, you know what I mean? And we didn't really have access to those type of things till way later on. And as soon as it hit, I hit the market. I flooded it with music videos, music content videos. And I had homies from DC, just all my friends from DC, Washington, DC, we all grinded. We always sacrificed and put so much into this music. Got all into it. We lived it. We slept it. We shit it. We drank it. Like, it was everything. So eventually I went to I had a friend named Mike Fingers who was my engineer. I was being managed by a young guy named Wayne Kitt, who, rest in peace, Wayne. He believed in me. Both of those guys believed in me, and I started to pursue music really, really heavy. Somebody gave me a really cheap camera because it was really expensive to try to shoot videos, and I was like, well, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna, you know, I got a quote. Some guy quoted me like $1,500 for a music video. I was like, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit here and, you know, every time I want to shoot a music video, I'm gonna pay $1,500. I can barely pay for my rent. My rent is $400. So my birthday came, and a friend of mine bought me a small camera for like $300, and I had another friend who had a laptop. He was about to throw it away, and he was like, yo, you want the laptop? And I'm like, yeah. So I began to study, and they had these like free like things that you could download, editing softwares, and I worked at a hotel, you know what I mean? Like I said, I was homeless, so I got a job at the hotel to keep a roof over my head many nights. So, and I worked overnight. I worked overnight all the time at the hotel. So working at the hotel gave me the platform because it was a small hotel, 79 rooms, and I worked overnight. Like I said, I did the audit at the hotel, and that gave me ample time to put in a lot of time to focus and study in on my craft in terms of, you know, editing video. And that's where it started. And from that point, I just started, you know, every time I go out to record, I would record at the music studio, you know, and all my peoples would come out, you know, and support me, man. I had so many people back home that supported me. My whole camp out there, S&P, and you know what I mean? It's just so many people to name, man. My DJ, White Boy, my right-hand man, you know what I mean? My hype man, Hype, you know, was my camera guy. I would throw him the camera and like, yo, I got this vision. You shoot it like this, blah, 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 blah. He would grab the camera and rock out with it, you know what I mean? And then like eventually, you know, I had my team, Flame Gang, and Mecca Payne, my man, my cousin, you know, he would come out there and he would spit and do his 1-2. And just over time, we just started cultivating something. It was a cheap camera, and I was just learning how to edit. It was basic edits, basic transitions, basic fades, basic crossovers, but that was really the foundation to where I'm at right now. And from there, I worked my way on up, and eventually I moved to California, and an old friend of mine sent me to this guy who was an executive producer for American Idol, and it kind of went into like reality shows, like reality and television, you know what I mean? And never been in film school, and I found a passion for the film just as much as it was doing the music, you know what I mean? Yeah, and eventually that took its course, and you know, things went the way they went with that, and I eventually started my own company, Inkwell Film Company, and my wife and myself. We started Inkwell Film Company, and you know, she went in half with me with everything that I did. My wife supported me through it, and eventually I brought in another partner, Janelle Joyner. He's the guy who introduced me to the executive producer for American Idol. We're actually shooting our reality show, so really happy about that. So we got the reality show called Passport Hollywood. We have 5 girls that are from different parts of the U.S. and yeah, and international. You know, they're coming to Hollywood and they're trying to make something of themselves in Hollywood and come up through the grind. And the people around me, man, all my friends from DC, all my people around me, we've all moved on to doing bigger, better things these days. And outside of that, man, yeah, man, nothing's better than to do what you love to do. There is nothing better than to do what you love to do. Period. You know what I mean? We out here to get it. Like, we're not asking for it. We're gonna take it. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Lamar Rocca, aka yours truly, and you are now behind the lens.
It's like the city on fire. Let's get litty now. We here. Let's light the city on fire. Let's light it up. Lit. Let's light it up.
Fire now.